Now we are going to start with our next topic of chapter 1, interconversion of states of matter. So what does the term interconversion means? It is a term which refers to change of one state of matter to another state, where one state gets converted to another state. That process is known as interconversion. Many examples are here, like solid to liquid, liquid to gas, gas to liquid, or liquid to solid. So one by one we have to discuss here. Now you need to know first of all what these processes are called. First of all, the process in which a solid changes to liquid, that process is known as melting. When liquid changes to gas, that process is known as boiling. When gas changes to liquid, that process is known as condensation. And when liquid changes to solid, that process is known as freezing. Okay? So melting, boiling, condensation and freezing, one by one we have to deal with them. So first of all, we will discuss change of solid to liquid. So we know in solids the molecules or particles, they are very tightly packed. They are so tightly packed that they cannot move on their own. But if heat is applied or energy is supplied from outside, what happens? There is movement in these molecules, and first of all what happens? The force that is holding these two particles, that starts weakening, and the molecules, they start vibrating. They start vibrating. When they start vibrating, the force slowly and slowly, with more supply of heat, starts weakening, and a point comes when the force that is holding these two molecules, that gets totally destroyed. And when the force holding the molecules that gets destroyed, the molecules become free or labile, and they move here and there, and that state achieved, that state is known as the liquid state. Clear? This is very common. You might have seen like change of ice to water. We know ice is solid and water is a liquid. When ice is brought out from the refrigerator or kept outside the freezer, it changes to water. Why? Because outside the freezer the temperature is more than 0 degrees Celsius, and with increase in temperature there is addition of heat to the ice. When the heat is added, the molecules first of all vibrate, then their force is very weak, and a point comes when the force that becomes totally destroyed, or it is totally vanished, and the state achieved is liquid state. The temperature at which it starts changes to water, that temperature is known as melting point, and generally for water it is 0 degrees Celsius, because melting, we know, change to liquid, that process is melting, and the temperature will be melting point. Clear? Now next one is change of liquid to solid. We know change of liquid to solid, that process is known as freezing. And if we check out the molecular arrangement of the liquids, we know liquids are loosely packed, their force is weak than or weaker than the solids. So when a liquid, it is kept in a cool environment, or the heat is removed from a liquid, what happens? the liquid molecules which were earlier moving randomly, their movement is restricted. When their movement is restricted, slowly and slowly they starts coming together, and a time comes when these molecules join together and there is formation of a solid. Just you have to keep in mind that molecular motion is totally related with temperature. If temperature is increasing, molecules will also start moving at a faster rate. If temperature is decreasing, then the molecules will also stop moving or their movement becomes less. This is with respect to the kinetic theory. Kinetic. If molecules are moving fastly, they will have more energy and they can move here and there. If they are having less temperature, then their movement is also less, their energy is also less, and naturally that state will be either solid or it is liquid. So here it is the solid state. Change that the temperature at which this process occurs, that temperature is known as freezing point. This could be explained by a simple example like change of water to ice. When water is kept in the refrigerator, water kept in the refrigerator, now in the freezer, liquid water, it changes to ice after some time. Why? Because inside the refrigerator temperature is less, and when temperature is less, what will happen? The force that slowly and slowly becomes strong between the molecules and they will change to the solid state. Okay. So our next topic is change of liquid to the gas. Change of liquid to gas, that process is known as boiling, or it can also be called as vaporization. This is very common, like you have seen change of water to steam. Like when we prepare the tea, water starts boiling and there is formation of steam. This process occurs at 100 degrees Celsius. That temperature at which the change occurs, that temperature is known as boiling point. For water it is always 100 degrees Celsius, keep in mind. Clear? Now how this change occurs, we know in a liquid molecules are present not very closely but at some distance from one another. When heat is added, like to water, if we add the heat or if we heat the water, the molecules earlier are possessing some energy. Now more amount of heat is added, they will have more energy, and if they will have more energy, they will move more fastly irrespective of one another, and if they are moving fastly, their force become very weak, and the state achieved is known as the gaseous or vapor state. Clear? Clear to all? Now here sometimes question comes, what is the difference between gas and vapor? For water generally we call as vapor. For hydrogen it is always the gaseous state. Listen very carefully. Difference between vapor and the gaseous state. Although both are different, but the similarity is the molecular arrangement, that is same in both. The molecular arrangement in both vapor and gas is same. Generally we use the vapor term for those substances which exist normally in the liquid state. Okay, normally they are present in the liquid state. Example, water. Water normally is present in the liquid state. When water is heated, then only it is converted to steam, and for that particular substance we use the term vapor. And the gas or the gaseous term is used for those substances which are normally existing in the form of gas, like hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, chlorine, neon, etc. Different examples are there. So substances which exist normally in the liquid state, their gaseous state is referred as vapor, and those which are normally present as gas, they are simply referred as such, the gaseous substances. Okay, so last interconversion our left, that is the change of gas to liquid. Change of gas to liquid. This process is known as condensation or liquefaction. The process is termed as condensation or it is termed as liquefaction. This is also very common. Change of steam to water liquid. Have you observed this one? I think so. You have observed. Like when something you people are cooking, either you are preparing tea or cooking any other dish. So when the gas burner is turned off, after some time you might have observed that when lid is removed, so on removing the lid, there are some drops of water left. So from where do that water came? Oh, on the inner side of the lid. This water came only from the vapor which were earlier formed. You keep in mind that when the temperature is higher, the molecules they also possess higher energy and they try to be in the either gaseous or in the liquid state. But suppose if the parental stage is liquid and the liquid is heated, then they will always try to be in the gaseous state. So same is the case here. Earlier when temperature is more, steam or vapor state is formed. But when the gaseous state is cooled or temperature is decreased, the kinetic energy also decreases of the molecules. When kinetic energy decreases, the molecules they will move but not at a very higher rate as they were moving earlier. And when their movement is decreased, they will get converted to the liquid state. So this is how the change of steam to water or change of gas to the liquid state occurs. The temperature at which this occurs, that temperature is known as liquefaction point or condensation point, and for water it is of again 100 degree or below than that. Clear?